Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing a game between cShuttle and Hyun. So this is game number 2 of the best of 3. And well, we're once again going to see how they duke it out between, of course, the Terran here and the Zerg here. Yeah, well, it is kind of a setup that kind of goes the same every time. But it is still an interesting one. So the last match, if you last game, if you didn't see it, I'm not going to spoil the result, but it was a pretty good game. It was a pretty unique strategy. Yeah, it worked out really well. And I'm not going to tell you for who, but it was a kind of a unique strategy. And I had never seen that. So especially not from high-level players. As the low-level players can do whatever they want, but it's the high-level players that actually find out whether something is actually viable, and he really made it work. So, anyhow, going back to this game, then we see just a bunch of SCVs coming up, a bunch of drones coming up, spawning pool coming up. This time before the hatchery. Of course, we see a lot of fast expands nowadays, but it is mainly based on the fact that he doesn't know where his opponent is, so he doesn't know whether he needs to. Whether he needs to be careful, because if his opponent is just going for 2 barracks right here, he's going to be screwed if he doesn't have a spawning pool. And he's not going to scout that anytime soon, because, well, he is going to scout over here normally, but he's not going to scout up here. And, well, even if he's going to scout up here, there's also the possibility to do it over here. So, yeah, there are just too many, uncertainties to really go for that fast expansion straight away. The Terran player, however, can go for that fast expand right away for the simple reason that he can wall off his base. So he is going for command center first into barracks, and of course the drone is going to pick a little bit at this SCV, and this SCV should be able to repair him. No, he's not going to be able to. The SCV is going to go down. No! The drone goes down. No, also not true. Wow. The SCV actually gets out, I guess. Where is the drone now? The drone is still over here. Oh, there it is. It's just hidden behind the building. Here you can see it. It is it has 1 kill now, so it did eventually go down. I don't know why he didn't just retreat that SCV and built the rest of the thing with a new SCV, because the new SCV was already there, so why not? So he's going to take a little bit of a lead, and it doesn't seem to be a big deal, but early SCVs, early workers, they give you so much exponential growth that picking off 1 worker can actually be super significant. And it's not always the case, of course, and you definitely shouldn't bet on winning because of that. But it is definitely true that if you snipe one of the first SCVs, you're not going to be able to. Oh, it actually landed. Wow. If you snipe one of the first SCVs, you're not going to have enough minerals available to keep producing SCVs, because at some point you will run into the problem that you don't have enough minerals. Either that, or you're not going to be able to upgrade. Either build or upgrade something else. And because you cannot build workers continuously, you're going to lose more and more gold, or minerals, I should say. Or resources in general. Because with more minerals, you can get more minerals. That's the basic idea. We are going to almost snipe another SCV, but it's not going to happen. The Marines were on the job. And yeah, they're fine. And the supply depot is still the only one, I think, unless he built something over here. No, a tight ship he's building here. 30 out of 30, and the Zerg also 36 out of 36. So both of them kind of blocked in supply. And here are finally some supply depots coming up. And both of them, just building up some money because of, or some resources, because they can't really go on. And this is exactly what I meant, that early SCV snipe might actually have caused this, because he doesn't really have enough money then to build a supply depot when he normally would build it, and therefore he forgot it. Something like that. I don't really understand how this happens for a pro gamer, but well, it did happen, and both of them got blocked a little bit, so fortunately both of them got blocked, and so we won't see too much of a discrepancy there. Anyhow, we are going to see a roach warren coming up. Roaches are of course very good against well, the Terran army, because they take less damage from, well, these guys, so the Hellions, also from the Marines, and they take more damage from these guys. They do double damage, so the Marauders are really good against the armored unit. That's why he builds them. But roaches take double damage. Roaches themselves only do well, flat damage, so they do reduced damage to the what do you call it? The head Marauder. They do, however, do full damage to these guys, but yeah, these guys are light, so it's kind of obvious. Wow, the Queen all alone here, and she is going to have some reinforcements, and there they are. Reinforcements coming up. A number of roaches, and the roaches should do fine against these Hellions. Hellions, of course, not that scary against roaches, although if you have a big enough number of them, or if you have the Infernal Pre-Igniter upgraded, then you should be able to snipe the roaches pretty easily. Same goes for Queens. The Queens are very good against the Hellions, but, well, once you have the Infernal Pre-Igniter, or you have enough roaches, Hellions, you can just snipe the Queens almost instantly. And wow, cancelling that at the last moment. Actually has his creep tumor available now for when he wants to expand that again. And yeah, a little bit of the engage here in the middle of the map. Not a whole lot going on though. I mean, it's not super effective to fight like this, but they are trying to keep track of what the enemy has and, well, where he's at. And wow, look at the amount of barracks here. Just going for that. And still building with his reactor. But obviously he is blocked again. And yeah, because he's blocked, these Widow Mines are not being produced. And that is going to cost him once again. So now they are being produced, but he's still blocked. So, or he's blocked again, I should say. So he really needs to get to work with these SCVs and build a little bit more. I'm not really sure how this happens to a pro gamer over and over and over. But as I said, it might have something to do with the fact that he got the rest a little bit. But it shouldn't carry on this long. I mean, it does carry on that long, but he should have adapted by now to the fact that he just has less than he normally would have. Plus, well, not keeping track of your supply, that is kind of a newbie mistake. These guys normally don't make those kind of mistakes. But anyhow, we have quite a few roaches gathered up here, and most of them are full health. A few of them already seen a fight. And are we going to be able to get something done? More and more of these Zerglings coming in. One Zergling going to scout around, is going to take out the Widow Mine shots, if there are any Widow Mines. And wow, he actually sees this drop. So yeah, it got cancelled. He is so on the ball. Really, he saw that drop going down, and he immediately thought, well, let's just go for the cancel on that, and we are going to follow this drop and this attack at the same time. It's probably not going to work out too well, but yeah, well, the drop at least going to get cleaned up by all of these Queens, but the Queens actually take a lot of damage here. 2 of the Queens going down. He doesn't have any transfuses available because they cost 50 energy, and he didn't have that. And wow, this Queen is going to go down, but oh, is he? He's not going to be able to do it. Yeah, we are going to go back. I thought this would be less interesting, this drop, but it was in fact a very good result from a drop. And we are now going to see what this attack did. Because, well, both attacks happened simultaneously, so it's kind of hard for me to keep track of both of them. And you can see here why Widow Mines are not considered to be super powerful. Because if you just run in a Zergling first, it will trigger all of the Widow Mines. Or at least, well, one-on-one. And yeah, Zerglings are of course not really the problem. Or taking out one Zergling is not really good with a Widow Mine. So anyhow, the Widow Mines all go down, and we are going to go into this base and do a lot of damage. But remember, he also lost a lot of drones in this engagement. 25 workers killed already by... wow, he didn't lose any drones? How? That can't be right. I don't know. It's it seems unlikely that he lost 0 drones there. But maybe he ran them out just in time and the Terran player only focused the queens. I really don't know. So it seems that yeah, this attack is not going to be stopped, and indeed he GG's out. So yeah, as you can see, 49 workers killed versus 1. And I guess he really just saved, yeah, all of those drones are over here now. So he really ran out all of those drones, and yes, he did lose a base. But the base can be rebuilt. The drones are much harder to rebuild because you don't want to spend larvae on them. And as you can see, 15 roaches left, 86 Zerglings left, and only 5 Marines and 1 Marauder. So yeah, that's not going to do anything. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG!